Шановні колеги,
We continue our working day, and now I give the floor to Presidential Administration spokesman on ATO-related issues, Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk. Good afternoon, dear journalists, and now information about the events in the ATO area during the last 24 hours. In Lugansk area, the militants delivered fire near Novozvanivka, Popasnetsky region. And in the course of these shellings, the militants used RAPCs and anti-aircraft guns. And there was also provocation in the Lugansk region, and also on the whole there were 6 enemy shellings. Donetsk area, there were military actions near Lugansk, Zaitsevo and Avdiivka. The enemy opened fire during dark hours. In the course of shellings, the militants used mortars, APCs, and snipers were active. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Donetsk area, there were 12 shellings, including 3 shellings with the use of heavy weapons. In Mariupol area, the situation remains the same. Enemy shellings continue on the front line from Krasnogorivka to Shirokino village. And near Novotroitska, ATO forces destroyed enemy anti-tank missile complex that delivered fire at our positions. So on the whole, in Mariupol area, there were 10 enemy shellings. During the last 24 hours, and the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 2 were wounded. It happened in the course of the sniper fire delivered in Zaitsevo and Novotroitsk. According to the information of Chief Intelligence Department of MOD, yesterday 3 militants from so-called 3rd Detached Motorized Brigade, Gorlivka, were wounded. And during the last 2 days, 7 killed and 16 wounded militants were delivered to Donetsk hospital. The intelligence service informs that yesterday, on the 24th of May, due to miscoordination between the militants, 1 militant got killed and 1 was wounded. These were reconnaissance officers who tried to get to the rear of the ATO, and they were attacked by the militants of so-called 11th Motorized Battalion. Also, 1 more militant handed himself involuntarily to law enforcers. This man joined the ranks of Han Battalion. He wanted to earn some money, but then he got disillusioned to the ideas of separatism. He returned to Severodonetsk, and after that he surrendered to police officers voluntarily. Ukrainian law enforcers detained the offenders who stole explosives and weapons from military storage facilities.
2 Ukrainians and 1 Russian citizen tried to sold the next in turn batch of grenades and cartridges in Dnipropetrovsk region. In total, the law enforcement officers seized lots of small arms, grenades of various modifications, and more than 5,000 M rounds. 2 militants returned home in the scope of the security service program. They wait for you at home. 1 citizen of Mariupol left illegal military formation several months ago, and he tried to hide. Due to active military actions and his bad condition, financial condition, as well as his family's low incomes, he was to work for LPR militants group. The law enforcement officers in the ATO area find anti-personnel mines. Mariupol police found armory in the territory of Garage Cooperative. They seized from the cache the anti-tank missile complex, automatic arms, and more than 100 ammo rounds. Military students of the National Academy of National Guard of Ukraine improved their practical skills during field exercises. They guarded on checkposts, protecting their camp from imaginary enemy. Also, they conducted practical firing from Kalashnikov gun and Makarov pistols. In Kharkiv region, Ukrainian frontier guards trained jointly with the state emergency service units. According to the legend, the offenders in the borderline conducted subversive activities, setting dry grass on fire. The emergency service team came to the fireplace and they detained the offenders. A total of 100 persons and 20 units of machinery were engaged in the training. The military training of Ukrainian-led troops is ongoing in Dnipropetrovsk region. The land troopers marched to the district, Tajit district, and trained raiding in the rear of the enemy, imaginary enemy. The main purpose of the unit was to disorganize the system of command and destroy artillery troops of the enemy. Land troopers mastered assault, river crossing skills, and bridge capturing skills. Today in the morning, through Donetsk and Matveyev Kurgan checkposts at the occupied Donbass territory,